Hello all, welcome to my lecture series on MQTT application and protocol design. Myself Sivasharma Karthik, I am working as an assistant professor in the Department of Artificial Intelligence and Data Science. Now let me discuss about what are the major concepts and strategies. In nowadays the trending topic is IoT, you people all know about that. So, what is the role of MQTT in the IoT? So, that is the thing we are going to focus today. As the same title is MQTT protocol and application design. As you all know that MQTT is a protocol which is meant for making a communication between different Internet of things, that is things they can communicate with the help of MQTT. MQTT we can brief it as message queuing telemetry transport. So, if you consider the M2M, that is machine to machine communication, it is also plays a major role in it. So, now see here, this is the diagram which will describes MQTT. So, MQTT will be considered for most of the interactions that is taking place in things. Now, let us see an example. It is act as a centralized one. The major part of MQTT is broker. So, with the help of broker we are going to have the communication to be established between subscriber and publisher. So, let me give an example for MQTT application. Let us consider one sensor is available, a sensor which is used to detect the temperature of a surroundings. So, after taking the sensor level, that is temperature level, it will be passed to the message broker. So, after the message broker, the broker role is to making an intermediate between the publisher and subscriber. Publisher here deals with the person or the entity or the object which is used to publish the data which is used by the subscribers or subscribed by the subscribers. So, they will be used for aggregation as well as analysis. I will tell you with an example diagram. See, this is MQTT broker which is a centralized one or it is a intermediary one, and brokers will be having different clients will be there. So, client can be a publisher or client can be a subscriber. So, first publisher will publish the data. So, that will be going into the MQTT broker. So, after that it will pass to the subscribers. So, this is the overall working principles which is taking place for MQTT. See, this is an major components, as I said earlier, major three components are publisher, MQTT broker and subscriber. The publish subscribe model, by using this model we can able to exchange the data. Different models are available for communications. Here we are going to consider publish subscribe model. Pull push communication is also there, cooperative communication is also there, but in Internet of Things application we are focusing on this publish subscribe model. And this is an example which shows how MQTT works. Here I am going to consider a temperature sensor is act as a publisher. So, the sensor will be giving the data to the broker, the MQTT broker you can see here, and after getting the information from the broker, this will pass to the different clients which will act as a subscribers. So, in the previous times they will be used to subscribe the particular topic which is meant for exchanging the type of data we are going to exchange between publisher and subscriber. This is not a direct way of communication. So, here the broker will control all the informations or messages which will be exchanged between publisher and subscriber in between. So, here consider the data is 28 degrees Celsius, the data will be published to the MQTT broker. So, the topic in which the message is going to pass is temperature. So, we are going to focus here as topic. As I said mentioning, the topic will indicate what type of data we are going to publish or what type of data the subscriber going to subscribe, that is major thing. Our message will be passed through the message payload. So, this is the concept here, and after the MQTT broker operations it will pass this to, as I said earlier, the published data will be subscribed by this subscriber. This is one of the subscriber and this is another subscriber. The subscriber can be a receiver at any dashboards, even dashboards, controlling devices or actuators. So, these are some examples of subscribers, and publishers we can have different types of sensors will be acting as the subscribers. So, this is the procedure as I said earlier. If you want to focus on the publishing things, here are the protocols you have to follow, and publisher what they are going to send. So, what type of data they are going to send. So, what format they are going to send, this will be considered as a major thing for publisher to send. And the topic assignment as I said earlier. So, you have to assign a specific topic which will be easily grasped or it will be easily transferred from broker to subscribers, as well as the subscribers should understand or they have to be aware about the topics in which broker should publish. So, each message includes a specific topic as well as QoS level. I will come back to later, the QoS level, and flexible payloads mostly we will be using for what any type of data we can have it better JSON format for structured data. So, we can support any kind of payloads will be there. Mostly we are going to pass it as sensor data, almost 60% of the data we will be passing the sensor data, sometimes like alerts or any communications or any signals may be passed. Here I am going to tell you about subscribe. Next mechanism is, next part is subscribe. So, after publishing you are going to subscribe the things. So, who are going to subscribe? Let us see. I will tell you a real example. If in more social media, if you are subscribing to a particular sports news, so you will be getting all the sports news. Suppose if you are going to subscribe any current affairs, you will be getting all the current affairs. So, what it means that if you want a specific data, so that will be we are going to gathered through subscription. Subscription plays a major role. Here also the same thing we are going to see here. For subscribe, what are the things the subscribers need to focus? First thing, register interest. Register interest, subscribers if they want to have a data, they want to process the data, they want to make the analysis of particular data like temperature or any monitoring or any performance or any kind of monitoring performance or log mechanisms, whatever may be. So, they have to first register their interest with the help of broker. They have to register the particular topics in the broker. Second thing, message forwarding. Message forwarding will be considered by the message broker. The message broker is the one who will forward all the messages which comes from publisher, and it will be pass this to the subscribers. Not all the messages will be forwarded to the subscribers. Those who are subscribed the particular topic, specific topic, the topic based messages or informations will be transferred to the particular subscribers. And wildcard support, this I want to stress you that if wildcard support, in the sense if I want to know the temperature of a particular room, I need to have a hierarchical representations. Here the representations will be done on the hierarchical manner, hierarchical topological manner. Like I will give you an example. Suppose in our home we are having 5 different rooms. So, in that room kitchen is there, hall will be there, waiting room will be there, bedroom will be there. So, we have to find out different temperature on different rooms. For that we can represent in the form of hierarchical manner, like room, like home. In the home we can have a living room 1, in the living room 1 what will be the temperature. So, in that manner what we are representing in the directory formats, the same manner we are going to format consider here. So, that we can easily represent this type of data storage, so that it is easily to match the topic, like what are the specific topic we need. The extraction will be easily done here with the help of wildcard support. Let us consider the plus and hash symbol. Plus symbol for single level, like if I placed a plus symbol in between 2 levels. So, the plus symbols will not be considered, like for example home plus temperature. So, in that the plus will be applicable to all the rooms. So, whichever the rooms in our room, that temperature will be considered, that is called single level matching. If it is a multi level matching, I will be placing hash to the end of the any like representations like rooms, so that we can consider whatever the rooms it is nearby our houses even. So, rooms hash if you are mentioning, it will consider all the rooms which is represented nearby. So, it will hash will be for multi level. So, it will match only the single object representations or single topic wise we are going to consider. And diverse use, as we all know that mostly is used for monitoring dashboards and controlling actuators and different types of appliances. These are the QoS, that is quality of service levels we have to consider. So, not only the message, not only the payload, you have to decide which type of QoS level you are going to choose, that is the major important thing. Suppose if you are going to send some non critical data or non confidential data, or the data is not so important, in that case you can choose QoS 0 level. So, 0 level is, we can call it as at most once. At most once means we do not want to have any acknowledgement from the receiver side, just we will be sending our data. We do not want any kind of acknowledgements expected from the recipient side. So, that is the thing of QoS level, like example fire and forget. So, just you are going to fire and never forget, and you are not considering any other reactions or any other like reactions based on the surroundings. And the next thing is at least once. Here I will give you an example. If a person is sending a message to another person, that is A is sending a message to B, in that case the B will be sending acknowledgement. Sometimes the B will be sending duplicate acknowledgements. More number of times the data will be sent it to the receiver, and also receiver also in turns send the acknowledgements. So, what here happens means we get the acknowledgement, but we are getting the duplicates, more number of duplicates will be received by the receiver side. That is the major thing you are going to consider in the level 1. If you are going to send some simple data or some simple amount of data, small amount of data, you can go for QoS 1. Here we have the security, we have the reputation, and also we have some like sometimes we do not have the habit of discarding the data. So, in that case we can go for QoS 1 and QoS 2 exactly once. Suppose if I am sending a data to another person, the particular person will be receiving the data and in return he will send the acknowledgement to me. After that I will not send the same data to the particular person. So, that is the thing we are expecting in terms of performance. This also avoids the duplicates. So, this will be better if you are going for high applications, like this level ensures that messages are delivered exactly once through a 4-way handshake will be there. This mechanism will protect you even more. So, these are the QoS different levels, and in design principles what are the major factors you are going to consider here? Topic naming. As I said earlier, the topic plays a major role in MQTT principles. Here establish a clear descriptive and hierarchical topic naming conventions. So, you do not have any ambiguous or like jargons to be used in naming the topic. So, you have to name the topic as well clear, descriptive, hierarchical manner. And hierarchical topics, like as I said is a good example, like sensor, temperature, living room. So, temperature will be considered in the living room. So, those the living room temperature will be recorded in the sensor. This is the hierarchical level of representation. So, here you can use, as I said earlier, plus status. So, this will not be considered. The plus status means device living room 1 status we can consider, or living room 2 status we can consider, that is the meaning for plus. So, instead if I consider only the status, what here status hash, it means that it is applicable to all the sensor datas. And message formats you are going to consider only the JSON. So, that will more leverage the schema for consistency format. And also the security considerations, for a major factor we are considering is M2M, that is machine to machine communication. So, whenever we are going to have a communication between two machines, we should bother about all these 4 criteria. So, these 4 criteria should be considered. First thing is TLS SSL. So, transport layer security we are going to concern, and secure socket layer. So, these are the 2 major things we are going to focus in terms of transport layer or communication channel protocols and protecting data in transit, and also authentication. Normal we will use some authentication mechanisms, and access control, who are the persons are responsible to access these devices or these data. We will prepare some ACL, access control list, what are the operations which is restricted for other user or restricted by some users, that will be there, and client certificates. So, you must ensure about the what are the certificates which both the publisher as well as subscriber or publisher as well as broker, they will be mutually agreeing. So, those type of certificates you are going to in prior we are going to collect and enhancing the trust. So, these 4 considerations should be there for security. And if you are considering the real world applications, nowadays in our home, if you are having a remote, we can control all the device almost like AC or washing machine or TV, whatever may be, every electrical appliances will be controlled in a single remote. So, that is because of things communication. So, data as I said sensor data. So, we can collect the data from different types of sensors available, humidity, temperature, light, load, different types of n number of sensors are available. Through those sensors you are going to collect the data, and central hub like we can have a central hub like devices, so that these devices will be subscribed to different types of data from the publisher with the help of broker, so that which will be used for aggregation as well as analysis. And mobile control, as I said earlier with the help of mobile we can have different control over the actuators or even more type of sensors, what the data should be generated, what it have to transfer, what it have to control, everything will be done by using our mobile applications. And voice integrations, as you know that Alexa, Amazon's Alexa can be integrated with some devices. So, MQTT will be act as a bridge over these devices, and they will act as for voice communication. And for real world applications like industry IoT, industrial IoT. So, in most of the industrial IoT, SCADA will be playing a major role. So, to control the machines and to control the data in which the machine is transferred. So, in that case it is very what we can say that major usage of SCADA we can find in industrial IoT. So, SCADA will be considering the machine type data. So, what are the data in which the machine will be producing, like operational status or performance metrics, this will be processed by using the SCADA systems. The SCADA systems will subscribe to the data with the help of broker, and the machine will publish the data. So, this is the application which is relevant to industrial IoT. Not only in IoT, the industrial IoT also we can find more applications of MQTT protocol. MQTT it is considered as a lightweight, even though it is a lightweight, we are focusing this in industrial IoT also. It have the major area of application in industrial IoT also. So, predictive alerts like maintenance alerts are generated based on real time MQTT data, and example use case it is considered as a oil pipeline monitoring and anomaly detection. Suppose in the factory more pipeline will be there. So, in that pipeline we have to predict the how the oil is flowing from one area to another area. Suppose in there is any discrepancy for oil flow or oil leakage or any other hazardous. So, we can make control by using this MQTT, and mostly I said the predictive alerts. So, these are the applications of industrial IoT, and in summary I am going to conclude that. So, if you are following these things like scalable solutions, topic design, secure connections, choosing the right level quality of service level, not only a single thing, you have to consider scalable solutions also. How far you are going to extend your way of exchanging the communication level, and topic design, representation of the topic, deciding the topic, what type of payload you are going to send, that you have to consider. And secure connections, as I said, what are the previous TLS factors, SSL factors, client certificates, everything should be protected, and you have to make the secure connections over there, and also the finally selecting the appropriate QoS level. So, all these things will make us MQTT more efficient on the communication. That is the major thing we are going to focus. Thank you for patient listening. Thank you.